A rainbow road to parts unknown. Will the heroes stay on the track? Find out this week on Hapless Heroes.
I have a plan. Who's got pliers?
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this week's festivities.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Let's start, as we start any other week, by introducing our cast. We're going to start from my left this time with Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
Man, I could get used to this zero gravity thing.
To his left, we have Nicole as Boris the Benevolent and or Butcher.
I really hope I don't hit the floor, ceiling, wall at the bottom.
To her left, we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
I hope everybody reads my story.
To his left,
All right,
If
you're
y'all-
done.
falling to his left, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Again, we whoosh.
To his left, we have James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
And his left, we have Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
I always have a plan.
And as we left off, the party was falling upwards, perhaps, into parts unknown, swirling, whooshing darkness with pulsing colored lights, heading off to somewhere.
Whoosh!
Mama.
Whoosh.
You know, Hoblet, last time I did this, I sang a song, but I don't know. I'm just not in the mood right now.
Punked we are.
So we just whiz through here? What's going on?
The party whizzes for a time. I want to
Can
leave
we
a little.
see each other?
Yes, you can see each other because I think that's cinematically fun and comical.
Okay.
Just giving space for interactions whilst falling.
Have we kind of leveled with each other at this
Yeah,
point? Are we
yes,
okay?
pretty much. It's all like you're skydiving as a group, except there's not really air whooshing past, but there's a sense of movement.
Boris is going to slightly open the pocket with the beer in it and try to catch it in her mouth, hoping that it flies up out of the pocket.
You don't have a straw in one of your pockets?
No, she wants to catch it.
Oh, I see.
I can see give me a dexterity or any sub-dexterity check you want to try to apply to it.
I feel like that's not acrobatics. I'll just go with straight up dexterity, even though acrobatics would be better.
Hey.
23.
Oh, yeah.
God, you're 13.
It is happening.
That's going to be fun for you.
Yeah, well...
Okay,
Shoot.
how do I feel about that? What does this ale taste like to me? Because I'm pretty sure that I've never had god ale before.
See, I didn't want to presume, as you were Baroness of Riverford, there was probably no way anyone could have stopped you had you wanted to in your previous life. But if you're saying you haven't...
She's probably had ale before, but not god ale, right?
And
more
socially.
She'd like to maintain that she's a good Baroness, but she's probably had back alley ale before while dealing with her more roguish side of things.
Yes. Okay, good. This is a perfect chance for a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, if she's never had ale,
oh boy,
she's never had
While
god
in
ale,
free fall.
she's never had dwarf god ale.
Yeah, while in free fall.
If
Thank
you're
God. 16?
if you're within 10 feet of me, you can also add +4.
20.
I'm just warning you. If you throw up on me one more time,
Jarrell,
be
you
there
put
will be
me at
consequences.
ease.
20 including the +4.
Well, we'll take that 20. And thwomp! You land in soft but dead grass.
Huh.
Okay.
Sounds.
All of us?
Smells.
Yes. Looking around you, you notice that the sky is overcast. It's light out, but you cannot determine the time of day. You cannot see the sun. There is, extending all around you, a field of long but dead grass over light and gentle hills. In front of you, about a quarter mile, appears to be some sort of very large, almost larger than a mansion, like a small palace or maybe like a stately house. There are no other discernible features around. The grass extends to the horizon in all directions.
Quinn, do you have a compass on you?
of course I do.
Just pull it out, see what it's doing.
Oh, I pull it out
The needle spins lazily.
Okay.
lazily. It is spinning.
Okay. Just making sure that we haven't found ourselves on some kind of material plane.
That's an innovative check. I like that.
So we're definitely somewhere still, beyond maybe where we understand. Well, I mean, I guess there's obviously that place. There's an obvious landmark here that we can investigate, but before that, I'm actually going to investigate the grass.
The
See
grass.
Yeah, just kind of maybe get I just kind of understand maybe what it's what it looks like, how its composition, maybe if I can determine an origin or something, from something I've read before.
It's almost like straw or hay, and that it is about that kind of, almost like a plastic straw's thickness, and long but brittle and dead. We're talking 2 feet long.
Okay, so a little bit shorter than me.
Yes, it would be a little shorter than you. It's sort of laying down a little bit, so it's only about waist high.
Okay. Are there any ambient sounds here? Is it is there a breeze? I'm just kind of trying to gauge what the environment is that we're in.
Make a perception check.
All right. 13.
Nothing particularly remarkable. Maybe there's a gentle breeze.
Okay, but not like a bird chirping or something like that, right? There's no real sounds of nature. Okay.
No sounds of nature or life.
Speaking of which, I had Jekyll pipe up. Hey, Felix, you think maybe I should try to scout ahead, see if I can get a better look of the perimeter around here? I mean, there seems to only be that one giant house.
I mean, I can also send Slim. Actually, is Slim here? Since she was technically my familiar was the first one to enter this planar, this rainbow bridge, so to speak.
Does anything happen when your familiar gets more than 1,000 feet away outside of losing contact?
Nope, that's it.
Nope, Slim would have been here, slightly dazed from hitting the turf.
Okay.
A minute before the rest of you.
Okay, cool.
Maybe not.
I can send her ahead to scout, so that way none of us put ourselves in any danger.
I think Slim is quite possibly the most productive member of our party right now.
Of course.
Perfect.
Always is our most productive member.
She.
She.
And I'm going to, do the thing where I roll my eyes in the back of my head, now perceive through Slim's senses, and am essentially kind of controlling my familiar. And how far away is this castle-like structure, or this mansion-like structure?
About a quarter mile.
About a quarter mile. Okay, I'm just gonna send her up a couple hundred feet, and maybe out another few hundred feet, just to kind of survey our general surroundings and maybe our path towards this place, and see if there's any movement, any activity of any kind. You know what I mean? Just kind of looking around.
This exact terrain stretches to the horizon in all directions.
Interesting. And so really the only landmark, the only feature here is that like mansion.
Yes.
No other movement here, nothing moving around, like, or any sort of visible things moving around outside of this structure, or is it too far away to see?
Yeah, you have noticed nothing.
Okay. And Slim hasn't either.
No.
Okay. I'll send her back down to me. I'll have her just kind of curl up on my shoulder in her usual spot, kind of like almost like around my neck.
Right.
And I'm gonna say,
What?
It looks clear. Let's go.
Okay. Boris, hitting the ground like a ton of bricks was a bit of a shock, especially with everything else going on. I'd like you to make a second Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Junkie.
It's still +4 from Jarrell, so.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Whew. Oh. 10?
Total?
Including the +4?
You're feeling a little uneasy here. You're not sick, but things are a little unsteady.
Oh no. Oh no, we got the Baroness drunk.
She
No,
got
the
herself
Baroness
drunk.
got the Baroness.
Yeah, I don't know if we did that.
I know, but like, we are partially responsible for just being here. We are accessories to this.
I'd like to interject for a little DM discretion. At
Sure.
least I'm curious as to the amount of time we spent portaled into the plane of wind and water, and then portaled back to like Legredex, and now portaled to this new place. Does any of that count as like rest time?
No, you have been on the go the whole time.
Okay, I figured as much, because I think I used that inspiring leader when we portaled
Yes.
the first time when we flew into
Yes, you
Legredex.
did. Mhm.
Okay, just making sure. Hedrick is feeling a little moved in this new environment, and while we are marching towards our destination, he's going to take a chance to inspire Hoblet.
Ooh.
Because this
Little
place,
walk and sing?
yeah, this feels a little gloomy,
Sure.
and he has a different sense about him. Certainly, in the time that you've known him, he's tried to like expand the way that he plays music to reach the broadest sort of demographic, and everywhere he goes, his music seems to evolve. One, two, three. Boom, 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 boom. Beware when evil comes round to any kingdom, village, or town. The timer keeps counting down for Hoblet the Smasher.
Oh my god.
Loyalty you will find in him. Every day he honors his kin. Trixie breaks through the bone and skin for Hoblet the Smasher. Do 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 do. Never know just what he'll do. So don't ever cross the dwarf who hates doors. Doom, 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 doom.
Wow.
That was incredible. Fucking damn right, don't cross the dwarf that hates doors.
Oh my god.
I have never felt so inspired.
when we find ourselves like getting to within, I'm gonna say about 500 feet of this structure, I'd like to kind of stop everyone and send Slim forward once more.
How many
Okay.
feet?
About 500 feet.
Okay.
All right. Slim forges on ahead, and this is a very large manor house in the same style and tradition as would be seen in the kind of far suburbs around Tarantus.
Okay.
In a similar style, but very large. Like the really rich people who wanted to live out of town would live somewhere like this. It has a brick facade, white trim around the windows, and there are some on each of the 3 floors that you can see.
Circling around the building, is there only one visible entrance?
Yes, there is, and it is the one right at the front.
Okay. Any windows that I can potentially peer into on any of the floors?
There are windows. There are curtains over each of the windows that it is impossible to see through.
Okay. No one outside, though. I don't hear anything.
Not a bird, not a rabbit.
All right, I'll flip back to my senses and give the all clear to proceed.
Let's go. Hoblet walks up and knocks on the door.
When we get to 60 feet out,
He already said it. I was going to say.
I know.
Yeah, it happened.
But Jarrell's still going to use the divine sense while he's knocking on the door.
That's fine. We can resolve both at the same time. By all means, let's see. Divine sense searches for. Refresh me on that again.
Yep,
Fiend's face, celestials, undead.
Desecrated and consecrated.
Fiend's face, celestials, and undead.
And consecrated / desecrated.
The fact that he has to think about it
Yeah.
is scary to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's why.
Yeah, no, I do want to make sure that I've got my got everything crossed, and there is the faint sense of a fiend, but it's really hard to tell. Like it's somewhere deep in here, or it's really weak.
Okay. Do I still sense the undead?
No, you do not sense the undead.
Specifically related to Felix.
Oh, well, yes, if you still would have sensed Felix before, you continue to sense Felix as the undead now.
Well, desecrated, right? You said, not
Yes.
undead.
Desecrated.
You said it. You said that this was desecrated.
Oh, that's desecrated. Yeah, I think
Felix isn't technically undead.
Just making sure.
Pact of the Undying.
Right.
So
Right.
pseudo.
Okay. All right, but yes, that is still desecration on his head, with a capital D.
And I can sense the type and location. Before, when I did this, I didn't sense
Because I wasn't
the location.
Because I wasn't there when you sensed it. Now, I'm
So I
next to
sen-
you
I-
physically.
I sense a fiend and desecrated coming from Felix's forehead.
Just
well,
the desecrated.
Yeah, the desecrated is there, and it is very loud and clear.
Jarrell will stop for a second. Now, Hoblet's already knocked on the door, so I don't know if I have an actual chance to say anything.
The knocking happens while you are saying it.
Yeah,
Okay.
in my eyes, I kind of am like, let's go. I walk up and knock on the door, and I'm assuming that you all are coming with me.
Of course we are.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
so it's just,
But
yeah.
because Jarrell did the divine sense, it just now dawned on him that what's in Felix's forehead is probably the most desecrated thing.
That you've ever encountered in your entire life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
yes, especially concentrated to that fine a point.
Jarrell will stop as Hoblet's knocking on the door and say, Felix, what is that in your head? I know we've discussed that it's a combination of the gems, but what is it?
Okay. First of all, I don't like it when you look at me like that. Please.
He's like
right.
he's like right, he's like poking your forehead.
Don't touch it!
I don't touch it.
The door echoes hollowly as it is knocked on, and there is no answer at present.
Okay.
I just want to wait to let this conversation play out for an uncomfortable number of indeterminate moments.
So, okay. Now I'm trying to think about what Felix would truly know about it. Like, we I think he already did know that this had some ties to Vecna in some way.
Yes. That depends on how thoroughly and how much risk was put into the investigations that Felix had done off camera on that.
Well, I did mention that Felix had gone through several lab assistants
Yeah.
while investigating and discerning more about this. Okay, but I just want to, Okay, so in my research, I found that this was an artifact that was called. And Jarrell, I really need you to understand that this was unintentional, that it is now in my head. But I need to assure you that measures were taken to cleanse as much as I could so that this is safer. But this artifact is... I should also offer a disclaimer that Jarrell, that we are friends, right? We're friends, right? Jarrell?
Jarrell's just looking at you.
I'm gonna need a yes or no, bud. We've been through a lot together. We fought a lot of bad things together. You know that I have the good of, the greater good in mind, right? With the decisions I make. Yes?
Jarrell slowly nods.
Okay. So this is an artifact called the Third Eye of...
And the door opens.
Yes, it does.
Great, fantastic.
And
what's that?
standing at the door is a boring but slightly familiar figure. Yes.
Oh my God! Is this Stevedore?
No.
Get the fuck out of here!
Does he recognize
From
Alba,
the
Felix,
heist?
and Quinn?
From the
Does he-
heist?
Who is this?
Stevedore?
Stevedore.
The butler from the heist.
All right, so Hedrick don't know who this guy is.
No,
He-
The
Jarrell
heist.
doesn't either.
The heist where the Hoblet timer was born. The one where we just asked you to just stay outside for 10 fucking minutes and not
And
do
you
anything.
grappling
and then
hook
you
down to
did
the roof?
And then you did the direct opposite thing that we asked you to do.
Wait a minute, you guys know this asshole? I'm sorry, sir.
Yes,
I didn't mean
yes,
that.
I remember him now. I remember that episode.
We were in costume last time we met him, so hello, good
Hello.
sir.
What has brought you back?
Okay, so apparently you already know about us. So we're just gonna go ahead and say that. Where is back? Can you just elaborate that real quick for us, old Stevedore bud?
No.
Okay. Who's here?
Myself and the master.
Oh, the master is home.
He will be displeased to see you.
Are you kidding me? We took one of the worst things that you ever possess off of his hands. He should thank us that we got rid of that bullshit.
It's possible.
Jarrell is
It's-
totally doing the Travolta, like, wait, what? Felix was telling me something. This guy knows them. They stole something from him.
Jarrell, just hang on a second, bud. Like, we got this. Stevedore, my friend, my guy. Listen, Felix always resorts to flattery. It's in my fucking character traits.
Uh-huh.
Don't at me, bro. So, don't do that. Don't do that, James. This like I can't focus when you're visualizing a timer.
I'm giving you a chance. It's on though.
Obviously, like we are here. We got here through some very strange methods. We just need to know where here is. And maybe we could speak to the master and we're kind of work some things out. Listen, whatever happened is water under the bridge. It was a long time ago. So much has happened since then. We've grown. I'm sure you've grown. There's been a lot of growth that's happened in the last however long it's been. I'm not sure if you know this, but we're heroes now. You know, we're like kind of saving the whole world kind of situation over here. So like, I'd say that our goal here is very noble. Stevedore, old buddy, old pal.
You're hoping that the master is noble.
Can I roll a persuasion on that?
Sure, you can roll it.
A nat 20. Holy shit.
This is the shit
you can't get what you want unless you ask for it. Oh man. I told you I was putting my die. I put them with the 20 side up when we started. They've just been sitting there with all that weight just sinking down to the bottom, so that as soon as I roll them, that's where they're gonna land.
That's science. Yep, there's good science behind that.
I'm just gonna kiss the die as a thank you.
Gravity is a thing.
Yeah, give me a moment here.
Yeah, man.
I put you on the spot with that.
Like net 20s in those positions are hard to account for sometimes.
Okay, if you want just what the number is, it's a 30. If we're just gonna do straight up roll.
Because he has a plus 10 to his persuasion.
I do.
Yeah, but no, we're not fucking with the sanctity of the nat 20 here. That's not our game, so.
So what if you just like
I was gonna say I genuinely cannot fucking believe that I just rolled another one with the same die. Oh man, I should play the lottery today.
I was gonna say, Fran, you don't win money for having weighted dice in D&D.
Right. Take those things to the casino.
I mean, he is rolling with 2 bards in the party. Persuasion is out the yin yang.
That's fair.
I will have a charisma battle with each and every one of you.
Will you?
Not really.
Yeah.
We were all on the same team.
Yeah, but you've got secrets.
Excuse me. We have a Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn and Felix. Yep. A lot
Yeah,
of secrets.
the thing is, Quinn's obvious about his secrets. And you're not.
I was about to talk about it.
Stevedore, go back inside. Felix was talking.
No. Don't listen to my friends here. We're having a conversation, Hedrick.
If you insist on meeting the master,
Yeah.
then nothing will stop you with meeting the master. I assure you, it won't be nearly as pleasant for you as it will be for him, and he will be displeased.
Well, let's go already.
Well, okay, but hold on a second. Let's maybe ask a few more questions here, Hoblet.
The door slams shut.
With
Hold
us
on
outside?
just a second.
With us
First
still
of all,
outside?
We came into this place through some magic fucking portal into a grass field with one GD house. I want to talk to the dude that lives here. Like, there's nothing else to investigate. He's why we're here. We're coming to talk to him. What up?
Dave, are we standing on like some sort of threshold or porch?
Yes,
like a
there are
porch.
some flagstones out front here. Like, it isn't just grass right up to the doors. There's some landscaping outside.
Can you knock on the door again?
There's a path.
Can you knock on the door again? We were supposed to try to go inside if you want to meet this guy, so like we're kind of out here.
Hedrick will knock.
I am obviously deflecting from the conversation I was just having.
Hedrick will knock.
The door echoes hollowly.
Stevedore, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, okay? I got emotional. We just want to talk. I understand that there's some bad blood here. But we really don't mean harm. In fact, I don't know you. They know you, but we're just a little lost right now, okay?
As Hedrick is rambling into a closed door, Jarrell will turn his attention back to Felix and say, Felix, you were saying what?
Oh,
that
right.
was?
Yeah. Yes. So again, Jarrell, disclaimer, right? Like we're friends. We've been through a lot together.
Such bullshit.
You know that like we've obviously like destroyed the undead together. Like we're on the same side.
Dave, I have since pounded on the door again.
Okay, the door continues to echo hollowly.
Just so,
anyways, so this artifact, that I came across that we all had together at one point, right? When all the gems fused together, is something called the third eye of Vecna.
That person.
Felix.
I was kind of hoping for the door to open again so I could be interrupted.
Oh no, I saved you once. In the name of comedic.
And then as soon as I say Vecna, I immediately flinch, like as if he's going to hit me.
So Jarrell turns to Hoblet now and say, "Oh, good, Felix. Apparently, a eye of Vecna is constantly on your forehead. That's fantastic."
Okay, like I said, I did take measures to attempt to cleanse this artifact after it fused itself to my forehead, because you will not believe the horrible shit that I saw as soon as it did that.
How successful you think you were, Felix?
Point number 2, I didn't ask for this. Don't interrupt
Jarrell would
me.
like to do a religion check to know if Vecna can see through his third eye.
Okay, by all
Oh yeah,
means.
this is like a fucking spy cam.
Right. 18.
Dude, it's the third eye of Vecna.
It's a spy cam.
Is there any way we can cover that? Jarrell will kind of put his hand over it, don't look at us. Kind of.
Does anyone have a bandana?
Boris pulls out the piece of bubblegum cigar that she's been chewing on and just walks over and splats it onto Felix's third eye.
Okay, so thankfully,
Don't touch it!
bubblegum is between your hand and the gem.
Oh yeah. She
which is fantastic.
Squished it
because-
over.
Yes, it begins to instantly boil off.
Like I said, don't touch it. I
That's
didn't
a
ask for
really good
this.
sign, Felix. I'm glad that you're allowing Vecna to just watch everything that
I'm
we're
not
doing.
allowing anything, Jarrell. You're saying this as if I had a choice in the matter. It literally attached itself to my forehead and I can't get it off.
It's your fucking liability, man.
Jarrell turns to Howlett. Aren't you glad you went and got him? It's very good for all of us. I'm so excited that Vecna is currently watching. Hey, Vecna, and Jarrell flips off Vecna.
Right. Probably eye muscle rolling his eyes because he's so full for Felix's nonsense of this Vecna spying plans.
While everybody's distracted with this, Boris has pulled a piece of floor bacon out of her pocket and proceeds to stick that to the eyeball.
Yes.
Please
Fried
don't use
bacon?
my head as a cooking device.
Yes. Extra crispy, please.
I rip off the piece of bacon and throw it onto the flagstones below me. This is not your personal stove. This is my burden. My curse.
While you're yelling at Boris, Jarrell is pulling down his pants and mooning Vecna.
You know what, Felix? If you don't like what you see, you can look away.
Dave,
Jarrell's ass is just right in your face.
It's still above my face. I was gonna say you're gonna have to squat down a bit for it to be in my face.
Yeah, not that much. You're about waist high already. You're right at butt
2.5
level.
feet tall.
Yeah, you're right at butt level already.
Listen, like I said, I didn't ask for this. Is it worse if I say that I also attuned to it? It's worse, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In fact, it is.
That's just nasty.
I can't decide if this is something.
Listen,
We clearly don't want this thing, right?
No.
This thing here with us. Okay.
I mean,
So-
it could be a useful.
He's a
tool,
person,
though.
Hoblet.
No, the gem. I think, Dave, if it doesn't totally jag everything up, if I somehow accept Francesco's luck and actually get this, I would like to use my divine intervention to see if I can get Clangeddon to take this thing out of his forehead. Is that real or no?
You can make your divine intervention roll.
Before you start praying there, Hoblet, just know that it's probably safer in my forehead. If you were to remove this, it's just going to fuse itself to somebody else here, and I doubt they'll be able to survive the process. Like I said, I've been through several lab assistants.
Holy shit!
All right.
This may
All
be.
right. Fine. But
This
I
may
don't
be
like it.
I don't like it either. Nowhere in this did I say this was a totally cool situation. This is awful. I hate it.
This may be a perverse thought, but what if Felix put on the helmet of Valen? Like that would just that would be bad. That would be very bad.
I feel like I'm kind of terrified for what would happen if that would.
Jarrell pulls his pants back up and kind of like tucks the helmet of Valen away from Felix.
Exactly. Jarrell, you better be careful. Okay, now for all we know, we got a spy here walking with us. Now that ain't right. Felix didn't sign up for that. Felix, we're not blaming you. But at the same time, you're a fucking liability.
Jarrell's not so certain that he's not blaming Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might be the only one not blaming him.
Mostly because we made it this far and you just fucking forgot to tell us.
You
that
dropped the
you're
bombshell on a
walking
Porsche, okay?
Oops. That's kind of a big deal, buddy.
Here's the thing.
I have a plan. Who's got pliers?
Tried that, actually. Did not go well for the pliers or my forehead.
Boris pulls a crowbar out of one of her pockets.
No, keep that away.
Somebody get Steve, whatever his fucking name is, back out
Just
here.
someone give me a bandana. Maybe if you guys just can't look at it, you'll just forget it's there.
Well,
We're not gonna forget it's there.
Bacon didn't work.
Quinn pulls a very,
Bacon
very
didn't work.
bright, sequiny purple bandana out of his bag.
I'm gonna try to put it on.
It'll go on.
Oh! Sorry,
Like
that's loud.
we're in an 80s movie now.
Yeah. So there's now a sweatband. Holy shit! I'm like, look, I got parallel flashbacks here.
Do you want me to turn into him? I can look like him if you want. That'll make you feel better with me wearing the bandana. And I shapeshift into Paradil.
It is noted on the record that you now look like Paradil.
Does that mean he has Defunk and Denoise at his
No.
side?
No,
Okay.
no. I just have the physical features. Like I look
Okay.
like Paradil. I have his
And
hair,
you're-
his face, his
you're-
skin tone.
You're still in your clothes.
Yes. I just look like Paradil.
Listen,
This
I
might be.
kind of
Oh, go.
dig the facial hair, Felix. It's a change up for you.
I had a beard before.
Yeah, but this is all pointy now.
I don't know. I think it looks kind of douchey.
Well, the ponytail.
I'm just kidding, Zach. If you're listening, I love you, and it's actually not. But you specifically described that ponytail as douchey yourself.
It was no longer douchey after it was proven he was balding. He had the male pattern with
Male pattern baldness,
with
yeah.
the wispies up top and a ponytail. So you just feel bad for him. It's no longer douchey.
I was gonna say, if you have that thing in your forehead, why don't you just shapeshift to Felix without that thing in his forehead?
As you can tell, I shapeshifted into something else, and it's still there, bud. All I do is listen. Okay, brief, quick lesson on how shapeshifters work, right? And how changelings work.
Yeah.
We can change our skin tone. We can change the bone structure in our face. I can't change a foreign object in my forehead. That's always gonna be there. I can change the color of the skin around it, but I can't just magically, I don't know, change my figure to just pop it out of there. I've tried that. I've tried every form I possibly could do.
Jarrell will
Still
again tap Hoblet on the shoulder. Do you think if we take his head off, it'll stay there?
Boris has again gotten knocked on the door, and this time.
It continues to echo hollowly under each knock.
All right, I'm gonna turn the knob.
It is unlocked and opens easily.
Yep, we're going in.
I'm gonna
All
follow
right.
them in before Jarrell chops my head off.
Right. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna end up getting in a fist fight with Felix out here. He's been spying on us and he didn't tell us.
The room
It's not
opens-
even him spying. It's Vecna spying.
Yeah, I know, but he knew that Vecna was spying.
And I said I went through every possible effort I could to cleanse it so that hopefully it
Except
doesn't
put a
happen.
bandana on, apparently. That was not in you.
I put this on to make you feel better.
As we're walking into the house and still bickering, does Jarrell know if Vecna can see through the bandana?
Okay, I mean, we did just establish this.
You can make some guesses as to the efficacy of the powers of a literal god.
Versus bandana.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the
But it's
bandana's doing
sparkly.
little to nothing.
Yes, even a sparkly bandana.
It
So-
turns out sparkles are the downfall of God gems in the forehead.
Right.
That's
Glitter.
it. The sequence throws his vision off. You can't see shit. It's like looking through a fucking disco ball.
All right. So you step in through the front door, the right of the two double doors opens, and you step into a large foyer of sorts. Two staircases kind of curve up on both the left and right, leading to sort of a balcony 1 story up around this large area, which is, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 60 feet by
Oh yeah,
50 feet wide.
I
And
remember
it
the layout.
about 3 floors. No, this is a much larger house than that one.
Oh,
Yes. See, also in the center, there is a set of stairs that goes down a story into an area down there that's about 30 feet wide and 20 feet deep, sort of in between what are some columns down below and some sort of hallway beyond those. And then as these stairs kind of go up to the balcony on that second floor, there's a set of doors, well, 1 door each on both the left and right up there.
is Stevedore anywhere to be seen or no?
No, he is nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Well, let's go see the big guy.
Yeah. Any guesses where that might be?
How
Oh, you
about
know
you
these.
kind of call out like, hello?
Hello, master of this domain. We seek an audience.
Your voices echo throughout the room. One other thing that I don't think I mentioned is also up above there is a skylight that you can sort of see out through as well. And you can see just the overcast sky and whatever light was outside is shining in through that.
I have an idea of where this is going, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I wasn't really adding that as like something you need to pay attention to.
No,
It's
no,
just-
no. But just the
cover
overall,
up
the
pass.
overall setting, this gray, sort of neutral, like gloomy setting, the gloomy, neutral, monotone servant, like I'm wondering what kind of being lives here. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go in and find out. Hoblet's
Yeah.
gonna start walking in.
Yeah, we're all inside. So where do
Yeah.
we go?
Okay,
I know.
Up or
everybody
down?
is inside.
Should we go check out upstairs?
Why
I
would we
guess
go
so.
upstairs first? Let's check out the current floor we're on and see if he's in maybe the master's area.
Yeah,
What
there
would you
is
call it, the
there
study?
is actually nothing on the current floor that you can go to. You can either go up the stairs or you can go
Oh,
down the stairs.
Okay, well then, yeah, I guess upstairs is fine. I thought there would be more around this massive house than just a stairway that goes up and a stairway that goes down.
Let's
Well, I'm
face
sure
it.
there is. It's just not that easy.
Right.
Anybody who's important places themselves above. You got to ascend. You have to climb up. That's just a rule of thumb. That's what I live by. You can do your thing, Jarrell. I'm sorry. You just do your thing.
If
So
you're
let's
better
head
than people, you
upstairs.
put yourself higher on the ladder.
Okay.
All right.
So are you going up to the left or to the right?
Pass it to the left.
Sure.
Okay.
Man with the plan.
So entering the door on the left, there is a hallway that sort of stretches off to the left. The hallway is 20 feet wide, so if you were to open that door, 20 feet in front of you is another door on the opposite side of the hall. It continues a little off to the right, about 5 feet, but it's just sort of a dead end there. And this 20-foot wide hallway continues off to the left another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 80 feet.
To a door or to a dead end?
There
We'd have to
are
go there.
2 doors on the right and 1 door on the left.
Oh.
About the door right in front of us.
Or I don't know. Does anyone want to just go maybe open the other door, like that's on this floor? Like we just open this. It's a big hallway. Like what's maybe the other one?
To the right.
Let's
Yeah.
go right and see what's up there. Yeah, let's
See
do that.
what it is, and then we can decide which way we want to go.
Sure.
Okay. If as you open the door on the right, this hallway appears to be almost an exact mirror of that hall on your left. Whereas you look across, you see 1 door, and as you look to the right down this hallway that is also 20 feet wide and about 80 feet long, you see 2 more doors on the left and 1 other door on the right. Both of these hallways have sort of a wood paneling that comes up to maybe about 2.5, 3 feet with some trim over the top of it. The rest of the hallway is sort of wallpapered. It's sort of blue with some vertical white stripes. The carpet in here is red and runs the length of the hallway. There are some it looks like, I guess, oil lamp fixtures on the wall every 15 feet or so.
Man, this place is out of date.
If these 2 hallways, on either side kind of look identical to one another, before we start poking around in those doors, let's just go down the stairs, like through the middle there, from that landing, like that entry area we were in, and see what's over there first.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, so heading back to the entryway, you head down the stairs, and as you head down, maybe about a 20-foot long staircase that takes you down a floor. It's about 10 feet wide. There's sort of some railings on either side, marble with some columns there, and there are 4 pillars on both the left and the right as you get down, maybe about 10 feet past the stairs there. And you could walk in between those 4 pillars to a hallway about 10 by 10 that runs off to both the right and the left.
Okay, well, this is not going to be easy to just find this thing. Jarrell, your divine sense noticed when you were scanning. Did you get a direction?
We were still outside the house, so I'm pretty sure it just told me it was in the house.
Okay, you didn't get like a up or down kind of thing? I thought something was like below.
What we would probably be best to do is to go back upstairs and use it again there, in the middle of the house. It's only 60 feet. I only get 60 feet of information.
And can you just do that at will, right? There's no limit to how many times you can use divine sense.
I can only do
in a
it
day?
2 more times before a long rest is needed.
Okay, well, I think 1 would be beneficial now then.
Okay, so let's go back upstairs and I'll do it in the foyer.
So on the balcony there, or just right by the doors entering the house?
In the middle of the stairs.
Which stairs?
I want the ones that go up and the ones that go down. How close together are they?
Okay, so as you're looking into the house, it's probably about 10 by 15 feet, 10 feet wide by 15 feet long of a flat area.
Mm-hmm.
There's staircases that curve up, out both to the left and the right, and they start out to the sides and then curve out towards in front of you as they meet the walls there.
Yep.
And then from that landing straight ahead, there are the stairs down.
So I want to stand in the middle landing that goes down on either side of me are the stairs, and I'm going to do it there with 60 feet of
right
detection.
by the doors. Yep.
Do I detect anything within 60 feet?
Within 60 feet, no, you no longer detect anything.
Except for the,
Yeah, I would still detect that.
Well, you still detect the hell out of that, yes.
That's not going away. Gerald kind of reminded
And
that
ended
he
in hell.
might want to cut Felix's head off.
No, and when you turn your spiritual eye away from it, there's a purple after image, sort of the same as if you kind of looked at the sun for a second and then looked away,
Right.
but in that sight.
I wish we knew what we were looking for, because I do have locate creature.
We
I could
we don't know what it is though.
I could maybe find Stevedore.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Hold on though. I might not have the spell. I already used the 4th level spell to banish Hoblet, so I don't have another 4th level spell. God damn it.
You only have one 4th level spell slot?
I'm a paladin. I don't get the high ones.
Yeah, you. No. That's
Well, suppose I could scry on Stevedore.
Oh, if you can. Let's try that. Let's see where he's at.
I have the scrying spell. It's a
Yeah, just
fifth
run.
level.
Yep, run the rules as written by us real quick.
Sure. 1 second. Okay. 5th level divination. My focus is my music. So I'm just kind of muttering like Stevedore, Stevedore as I'm strumming along. I can see and hear a particular creature I choose that is on the same plane of existence. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well I know the target and the sort of
at all.
and the sort of physical connection I may have to it, which is very little. If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. On a successful save, the target isn't affected and you can't use the spell again for 24 hours. So on a failed save, I could create a sensor within 10 feet of the target. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see.
A creature that can see invisible objects can see the sensor as a luminous orb.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Fran's not the only person who can roll nat 20s around here.
Oh, God damn it.
That sucks.
And no, you do not find Stevedore.
Damn it.
I have another idea then. I will use detect evil and good, and we can walk through the house, and I will detect a fiend within 30 feet of me at any time in the next 10 minutes.
Let's do it.
Sounds great. If you come within 30 feet of a fiend, I will let you know.
Okay. And that was what I sensed before,
Yeah.
right?
And that there'll be the next 10 minutes of real time, I believe.
Okay, in that case,
So that'll more or less take us to the end of an episode.
yeah. Why don't we go down and pick one of the doors down? Something is telling me down. I don't know. I'm just feeling it.
Could it be in the eye? The eye in your forehead telling you down?
Right.
The eye doesn't whisper to me, okay? Like it's fine.
Which
Like I'm okay.
That's what the eye would say.
Jarrell will shake his head and just head down the stairs.
Okay, you head down the stairs. Once you hit the bottom of the stairs, there's about 10 feet, and then there's those columns on either side, and you can go past those, and there's a wall 10 feet in front of you. Much the same as the walls in the hallways upstairs as well, except the wood is painted white in this room, and the wallpaper above it is light green.
Light green wallpaper.
Light green. And it continues off either direction in sort of the columns on your left as you look left and on your right as you look right, and the wall beyond on the other past that sort of make a 10-foot wide hallway going in either direction for 10, 25 feet each way.
Jarrell's waiting for the rest of the group to determine which way, left or right. Okay, we only have 10 minutes, so he's going left.
All right.
Let's say
Jarrell,
you're the radar. You move.
Yeah.
We follow.
As long as
yeah.
I want to make sure that you're all following me and I'm not walking walking by myself. 'Cause
Yes,
nobody else
unless
said they followed
I
me.
think unless someone says otherwise, we're following you.
Okay. You head off to the left, and as you reach sort of the end there, another 10-foot hallway sort of opens off to the left, just on the other side of a wall from the floor above. Just across, so as you were looking to the left, when you got to the bottom of the stairs, just past those columns, there was also a door that would have been ahead of you there. So on the left.
Pick a door, Jarrell.
There's only a door on the left?
Yeah, there's only one door over there in
Yeah.
that general area.
Open the door.
Okay. You do open the door. A plain wooden door, and it creaks open, and you enter a room where there are many coats hung in a room that is 20 feet wide in front of you and extends 30 feet off to the left. Overcoats, trench coats, fur coats, just hundreds and hundreds of coats in this room.
Nothing else but coats.
Nothing but coats that you can see immediately.
With your eyeballs.
Jarrell, fur is murder, okay? I don't think this is the right room.
Jarrell leaves the room.
Boris grabs the most fabulous fur coat she can reach.
I was just gonna say the
That
same
Quinn has not already grabbed.
thing.
Oh boy.
Okay, so both Quinn and Boris, you may add one fabulous fur coat to each of your inventories.
I'm literally writing that fabulous fur coat.
One fabulous fur coat.
So Boris really has a problem stealing things, huh? Even for Alpha, you steal a lot of things.
Boris is just, I think that's actually one of her personality traits, if I remember correctly. It's not theft if I have more use for it than someone else. This person clearly has enough jackets.
Right.
I am
Didn't you?
slowly growing to admire your lack of respect for the law and feel as though a nice friendship is brewing between Boris and Hoblet. I'm very much looking forward to the things that we can illegally get the group to do together.
We all expected this to happen, and now we're seeing it happen in real time.
He's just, Hoblet hasn't said anything yet, but like, he's just witnessing all this crime, unnecessary crime, chaotic crime that he just, like taking shit, smashing shit, whatever, fuck it. That's what I do. You steal shit. Great. Let's fucking
Break and steal everything.
In this entire time as well, Boris has not put away the crowbar that she had like threatened to remove the eye with earlier, so she's just been walking through this house carrying a crowbar around.
That's like Hoblet's second favorite tool.
Yeah. Let's do. All right.
Okay.
So Jarrell's
So
back in
we're-
the hallway.
All right, so everyone has exited the coat room aside from some mild pillaging.
Mhm. Pilfering.
Sure, that too.
Accessorizing.
Yes, also that. It's all perspective.
There's more hallway and a door.
Yes, there's more hallway and another door down here.
Let's just do it. Hoblet's getting fed up with all these doors. He's walking down. Let's see what's in this next door.
You'll tell me if I'm 30 feet from a fiend in the next 10 minutes, right?
Yes. If by the end of this episode you run into a fiend, I will let you know 30 feet before you run into that fiend.
All right. Are there more doors down the hallway or just the one door?
Okay, so in the right section, there is another door. It is, as you go to the right, you pass the columns, you turn right, and then a little ways down on the left, there is another door,
Okay.
about 15 feet down that pseudo hallway. There are, by the way, a pair of potted plants at the end of that hall. Maybe they're ferns of some sort, maybe about 6 foot high, and, I guess, maybe like a 10-gallon pot, something, about, foot and a half around, foot or so deep.
Are those plants green and living, or are they also dead like the ones
Green
outside?
and living.
From 15 feet away, they appear to be normal plants.
Okay.
They resemble the sort of ferns that a previous
More-
party member would have loved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I just say, what's the point of having a house this big if you're not gonna have a fucking doorbell? Like, if you're all the way back in the house and someone comes like bring a package, you're never gonna hear them knocking on
Well,
the door.
apparently, when you're the only resident of a fucking realm, what use do you have for a doorbell?
I don't know, but if Amazon shows up, you're gonna want to know your neighbor's gonna come fucking porch pirate your ass.
I don't
This
think.
guy's being real bold. Weeders were dropped down here.
Okay, I don't think that you understand just exactly how. Like, never mind.
I don't
There
think
is
you
no
understand how
realm in
weird-
which you can escape from Daddy Jeff Bezos.
Right. They'll deliver anywhere, dude.
Unless they're unionized here, in which case, yeah, he's not coming anywhere near this place.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, you can ask Stevedore's opinion on organized labor when you next encounter him.
So the door and the hallway on the right next to the ferns. They don't
Yes.
sense anything outside
Yes,
of
just
it.
before the ferns, there is a door there. That door is locked.
For now.
Boris, who cannot fail at opening this door.
Well, maybe.
You
Quinn, you can possibly fail.
what?
Yeah, Boris goes up and what skill do you use a crowbar with?
Why the
you have
crowbar? You can
Stop,
pick
stop,
a
stop,
lock
stop.
without
You have lock
failing.
Stop.
She's
Check the
holding the
potted
crowbar
Check
and has
the
not
potted
shown
plants.
anybody this yet. So
Check the potted plants.
Unnecessary crime.
There is probably a key in one of the plants.
what?
All right, why don't
Quinn,
you check
please
the
check the
crowbar?
plants before she breaks the door.
Yeah, I'm just
Yes.
asking a question.
I'm also just saying, like, we literally have a walking, talking, like skeleton key,
Not
essentially.
acrobatic. Sleight of hand? No.
It would be probably athletics since you're using strength to force a door open. Check the plants, Quinn, while she's debating whether
Hurry
she should.
and
That's
check
what I'm
the
doing.
plants.
I'm checking the plants.
Okay.
Is-
At this point,
Make it-
we're staring at the crowbar.
Okay.
Wait.
So checking the plants. Make an investigation check.
Probably a terrible idea. 17.
You can't find what isn't there.
Okay.
You do check quite thoroughly.
I
and you
hate
now
that.
have
I
quite a
hate
bit of
rolling
dirt
for
on
things
your
that aren't even there
fingernails.
anyway.
There's dirt scattered all over the place. It's all up in the carpet. It's going to take Stevedore like an hour to get this clean by now. You may want to wash your hands at the next opportunity. There's some dirt under your fingernails. It's kind of gross.
And
there is-
obvious that you did it.
Boris, since you're holding that crowbar, may I suggest maybe a more sensible tool for opening this locked door, in that the thing that you do so well with your lockpicks.
Well, at the same time, Boris is making the attempt on the door, so you're not going to have the chance to dissuade her.
Son of a bitch.
What check are you making?
What are my options? Athletics and
Yeah, athletics, unless you can justify something different. Like you would have to campaign for it.
Sleight of hand.
okay. So after staring at it for a while, you said that the door's in like the middle of a. How far is the door from a wall on either side?
It's just in a wall. The nearest other wall would be 10 feet behind you if you were facing the door, because it's a 10-foot wide hallway.
Like on. Okay, so 10 feet on the sides. Is the door like right in the middle of the hallway, where it would be like 5 feet away from the wall on either side?
No, it's in the middle of the wall on the hallway. So on either side of the door, there's about 15 feet of wall each way. So-
Can Jarrell use his protective fighting style to protect the door?
If you care to step
No.
in between Boris and the door,
I don't think that's a smart plan.
Can I try to use
Breaking
acrobatics
doors has
highlight?
never worked out for any of you, and none of you feel like we should just maybe not break a door this time.
You also realize that this is the first time we've had Hoblet with us in a long time, and I
Besides,
just feel like
Boris is already committed to making the attempt to break the door.
Jarrell
Before I
is-
let anyone else get in there.
If Boris
Darrell is
sticks
using
the
his protective
crowbar-
fighting style.
If she sticks the crowbar in near, like, above her, kind of in, like, the slit of the door, and then tries to use acrobatics to, like, swing off of it to try to, like, pry it open.
Sure, make it an acrobatics check. I'll take it.
Yes. 25.
Yes, you manage to wrench it in just the right spot and pop the hinge of the door.
Well done, kid.
I don't need lockpicks anymore.
Jarrell again
no.
face palms. That is completely not what he meant.
This room has no light in it, so it is dark save for those who either brought an artificial light into here or have
dark vision.
I have dark
Yes.
vision.
120 feet of devil's sight, baby.
All right. So
you had to go there, Fran. This is no longer the dark meetings anymore. You've got 120 feet. You had to trump everybody else. I'm over here with a glowing drumstick, and poor Boris is stuck by me to try to see something.
Yeah, Boris can't see anything. She still feels a little drunk, and she's riled up from opening the door, so she just throws her crowbar into the room.
the crowbar clatters at the other end of the room. This appears to be a storage room with several barrels and crates scattered about, quite a bit of open space in the middle of the room, and looks like crates stacked floor to ceiling along the left side of the room. It is about 40 feet deep by 35 feet wide.
This isn't what we came here for.
So
Nope.
there's nobody. Okay.
The downstairs was the wrong choice.
So would you say that this house is 1,000 feet? Like, if 1,000 feet, is that like the whole house?
The dimensions of the house would be, let's see.
Square footage.
Let's see, it's about 300 by 200.
So within 1,000 feet, you can see something.
So within 1,000 feet, I would cover the whole house.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna eat a pot of casting.
No, Hedrick has that.
But did I give it to him? I still have the little thing.
Oh no, technically you might physically have the card. However, upon your departure, you imparted it unto me. Now, Hoblet, I want you to know I've made good use of this thing. I happen to have a little thing going with my loyal listeners where I release a pod and I cast it out into the unknown.
Oh my god.
Nice. Well, you could also use it now to talk to everyone inside of this house.
Hey,
Get out.
you know what, pal? I haven't used it in a little bit, so if you want, I could hand it over to you and you can say whatever you want.
Hoblet opens his mouth.
There you go, baby bird, baby bird. There you go, open wide.
And just eats one. So Hedrick still has it. He just
Yeah, but-
gave one to
Yeah.
me.
Fire away, dude.
So all of you can hear too, I guess. You know we're here. We're in your storage closet. Come and find us. And it's not two ways. So I'm just gonna kind of like hang out here for a second.
I think
Yeah,
that was,
Boris starts opening containers in the room.
that was a good idea.
Okay, so wait, what are you trying to do there, Boris?
Yeah, just start opening stuff. I mean, if we're just waiting in the room, she just starts kind of looking around.
All right. The first crate you open has nothing but paper towels in it.
Not
Oh,
interested.
this is one of those people.
Those things are like, magical. They absorb the elements. It's amazing.
Let it be known Hoblet is in the hallway, kind of looking. I feel like we were kind of at a dead end.
Yeah, there was nothing further beyond this room that you can see so far. No one's really
just
checked that.
looking, kind of back up the way that we came.
All right.
Maybe humming in my head, we're going through your shit. We're going through your shit. We're going through your shit. While
Just
Boris is
antagonizing.
opening crates.
All right, and the camera kind of fades out on. The camera sort of fades out on Hoblet singing the "We're Going Through Your Shit" theme, and we sort of close back to fade to black on this episode of the Hapless Heroes.
Ah,
Damn.
It's about to get real.
Yeah, it's about to get real, but we're going to make it get real next time. If you like us, or if you really despise the sort of things I do at the end of episodes, leaving the cliffhangeriest of cliffhangers, or just deciding that, here at this place, we're going to call the episode with just, a little smash cut to black or fade out or something like that. I don't know. Just trust me on how it looks in my head. It's radio, okay? But anyway, if you do like us or any of that, you can find us on the internet. We're in such places as Reddit/r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. We are on Facebook. Search for Hapless Heroes Podcast. We are also on both Instagram and Twitter at Hapless Heroes. There are sticky posts in each of those places that will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can meet and greet and chat and exchange memes and talk to us about just about any topic, ranging from your cat or your dog or your ongoing D&D game or your experience listening to this podcast, or even just random off-topic stuff. And, we're there daily, just about all of us. Out there being cool and being part of a growing community of people. And we would encourage you to come and join us and, hang out, be part of our D&D community. It's a good time.
it'd be pretty cool if you did.
Yeah. Now, if you really like us, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. I don't need to go rattling off the list of all the podcast services. I trust that you have found the one that works for you by now. But if that podcast service allows you to leave reviews, please leave us a good, honest review. We hope it's 5 stars. But, whether or not it is, we will read your review on air, and we will recognize you as the 5-star human being that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, though, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/Hapless Heroes. We have a variety of reward tiers from, this little, one of the lesser tiers. You get to join a patrons-only channel on our Discord server, and you get to, have some extra special, super exclusive, mahogany-plated experience. I don't know. In there in the patron lounge with us. One thing you get seen in there, but also on our Patreon, would be our bloopers, some of our outtakes. And let me tell you, I think we're starting to get back into a renaissance of really great outtakes here, starting our recording just a little earlier in the evening. And we got we got a good group of people here. We're gonna make you laugh, probably. If you weren't laughing, you've probably already run for the hills.
And if you like us, right now, you love us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, go in search of rare and powerful artifacts. And I'm talking, the most powerful you could possibly find. Search every corner of the globe for unexplored ruins.
Like Indiana Jones style?
That hold artifacts of untold power.
The booby trap kind.
Find an artifact of untold power and use its power to become the most awesome, powerful, unstoppable wizard the world has ever seen. With this power that the world cannot do anything to stop, you will instruct each and every human being on Earth to listen to the Hapless Heroes podcast on your quest for world domination.
Yep, that's doable.
Very doable. Very doable.
Very doable, and as a potential role model, I advocate doing this.
Seal of approval.
Yeah. One of the least dangerous.
Seal of approval. I love it.
And after a pun like that, the only thing we can possibly do to save our rapidly decaying dignity is to outro our cast. We're going to go opposite of how I started, off to my right, with the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesca.
Joke's on you, I never had any dignity to begin with.
To his right, we have Hoblet the Smasher, played by James.
We're going through their shit.
To his right, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
Doors just don't stop us.
To his right, we have Boris the Benevolent, played by Nicole.
This fabulous fur coat is made of dignity.
And to her right, we have Hedrick the Entertainer, played by Phil.
Hopefully this quest will be a quicker picker-upper.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master this evening. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Oh.
I hate it.
I see what you did there.
I hate it. I hate it.
Amazing.